First of all, we couldn't talk about Scottish writers without talking about Douglas Stewart. This is his newest book. It's called Young Mungo. It's just out in paperback. Kind of Romeo and Juliet-esque. It's set in Glasgow. There's Mungo, there's James. Two boys who, should hate each other, but they end up falling in love. It's a story about falling in love as two men in a sort of hyper-masculine environment. Such a powerful read. This one came out a couple of years ago. It's called Mayflies. It is such a good book. It's mainly set in Manchester in the 80s, and it centres around a group of friends who are obsessed with going out, music. It's all the best music of the era. But then it fast forwards to modern times when one of the group is diagnosed with a terminal illness, and it's kind of about how the group of men come together to come to terms with tragedy in their close-knit community. It's so good, especially if you're a music fan. In Ascension by Martin McInnes was longlisted for the Booker Prize last year. Another brilliant Scottish writer. This one is centred on a protagonist called Lee, and she's a marine biologist, and she's, doing her job working in the Atlantic Ocean, pulled into working for a space agency, interested in it, what can she bring to the table? But the book's kind of about the push and pull between that and expansive work and her sort of exploration into deeper, bigger, worldwide issues. So it's kind of about how she finds her place in the world, how she juggles things, and it's just so beautifully written. It's just come out in paperback. It's a really, really good read. And as we're in Scotland together, Sherry is going to share a really good Scottish book that she's just finished reading.
One of my favourite books of the year was Only Here, Only Now by a new author in Scottish fiction called Tom Newlands, and it's set in Fife in the 1990s, and it's about a young girl called Cora. She's got a really hard life. They're living in poverty, and her mum gets this strange boyfriend who's a bit dodgy. It's a coming of age story, so it's about her trying to escape from this life, make it to Glasgow in big city lights. Really poignant, but there are so many points in the book where she is so funny and it is laugh out loud. So yeah, I couldn't recommend this enough.